I'm Amber. Um, been getting this weird message last couple days about how these last few days of Pisces season are going to be really, really big changes. And not just for like the collective, but for karmics. And keep getting the moon and the wheel, like in every reading I do. I also got the Five of Cups, Five of Wands, and Three of Swords. I really feel like people are going to be in deep regret for causing mental conflict and heartbreak to others. And just as we wrap up Pisces seasons and we go into Aries season and the zodiac changes, the new moon is going to be on March 21st, which is the first day of Aries season, and it's also going to be a new moon in Aries. So these are some pretty big and heavy energies that we've been feeling and dealing with, which is another reason why I've been very adamant about telling people they really need to work on grounding and working with crystals and taking spiritual baths. And if you don't know how to take spiritual baths, let me know, because I will totally post on my community page. I am an intuitive reader. I don't always read the cards literally. I get different messages from different things, but I want to kind of go ahead and tap into this a little further. Oh, yellow fluorite. I just got this one. I've been looking for yellow fluorite for months, and the lady at the store was like, Amber, I saw this and I held it for you, and I'm like, thank you. But I think we're going to start with Cosmo Tarot. I already shuffled, but I'll go ahead and shuffle again a little bit. So let's tell us more about these wheel and these changes that we're getting right now. I feel like it has a lot to do with spell work, and I know there's, as I say that, my nose starts itching. There's been a lot of really heavy spell work. I feel like karmics are using not only the lunar cycles more so than often, but they're also using readers to try to manipulate timelines and cause mental conflict and anguish to those of us who use tarot as a tool to help us realize what's going on. Because if we're unable to realize what's going on and we think something else is going on because the tarot has been manipulated, then we start trying to justify things in our head, and it causes us to split and not be certain of our timeline and what our truth and our reality is. So what's this energy I've been picking up and feeling, Spirit? Thank you. Two more. I'm using really simple decks today, and then I have the tarot oppositions I'll use to clarify. What's this energy? Yeah, got Knight of Pentacles, Justice, and Ace of Pentacles. Excuse me. This is being done because of the new opportunities and gifts that we have as a collective coming in. It's like I keep getting the image of throes of like a dying thrash. It's like when someone's in its death throes and it's thrashing around at the very last, trying to control things at the very, very end, but they're unable to do so, and it's like the dying throes. Just keep getting that. Yeah. Tower, Eight of Cups, Six of Pentacles. Because we're walking away to something that's more balanced for us. It's causing a tower for many people in our life, whether we're directly connected with them or not. It's causing people towers because what we want and what we expect and what we know our reality is not lining up with their reality. Why is it not lining up with their reality? Page of Pentacles, Magician, Five of Wands. See, here's the energy I want to get into. This conflict, this chaos magic. So I'm going to go ahead and clarify that. This opportunity that we have Queen of Cups under Page of Pentacles, something that we're heavily emotionally connected to. And people are trying to cause us chaos magic. And people do this in lots of different ways. They can do this, I'm using tarot opposition to clarify. They can do this by, as I put last night and stuff, I was picking up word mints. They can do this by not only what they post online and their thoughts and stuff. A lot of people do magic and spell work and they're not even realizing it. They don't even realize what they're doing because it's so deeply ingrained in their psyche that they don't realize that their words hold power and their thoughts hold power, and they're just so, there's so many negative entities that are attached to them that they don't even realize it anymore what they're doing, because these entities have such a dark and deep control over them. And that's what I've been picking up on with the wheel turning. These entities are no longer going to be able to control you, your Six of Cups. Something that has to do with the past, perhaps past love, past relationships, friendships. That's another thing I've been picking up, is these dark entities and forces that are trying to do chaos magic on you and me and us as a collective are trying to manipulate a former thought form of who they thought we were on a previous timeline, because a lot of us have elevated and ascended so much that we're on a completely different timeline now. And a lot of these forces and karmics don't fully comprehend or realize exactly what this means. And they're still trying to manipulate an idea and a version of ourselves that just doesn't exist anymore. That's why so many of us are protected so heavily and it bounces right off of us, because it's just not who we are anymore. Tell me about this chaos magic that's going on, Spirit, please. Keep you in the Nine of Wands. This is Nine of Wands reversed. I like these because they're different, upside down and stuff. I see this as more somebody who, the victim mentality. This is somebody who is been through a lot. They're the wounded warrior. They're ready to fight. They know what they've been through. They know what they have to deal with. But this is somebody who is more like pity party, like woe is me. That's the kind of energy they want to keep you in. They want to keep you in your vibration low, where you're in like this pity party energy. Keep you chained to former addictions and thought forms and modes of yourself that are outdated. Devil in reverse again. See, you freed yourself. See, I see the Two of Swords, and this is, or Three of Swords, excuse me. You've overcome that heartbreak. Things that have hurt you, you either have let go, or you're learning how to integrate that into your being, and it's releasing you, and it's allowing you to ascend further. If you hear my kids, sorry, I got 4 of them. Tell me more about this chaos magic. King of Cups. Tell me more about this king. Page of Swords. Spying on possible masculine. What is the King of Cups? Woo. Hierophant in reversed. Picking up several different things right here. Now this could be directed towards a masculine energy that these karmics are spying on, trying to keep them in outdated modes and beliefs in possibly marriages, relationships, trying to keep them tied down and prevent them from moving forward and keep them stuck in this victim mentality energy. Again, a lot of us readers been channeling the movie Get Out lately. I've been picking that up lately. It's like these masculines are definitely waking up to what's going on. So this could be a karmic that's trying to keep this masculine heavy in their emotions, with the dark side of their emotions. But I don't think this karmic realizes, I know they don't realize, that this masculine knows exactly what's going on, whether this is you or someone you're dealing with, or you could be the King of Cups. I mean, again, energy is fluid. I just feel like it's the karmics that are manipulating our stability of our emotions, and again, trying to alter a timeline that we're not even on anymore. Yep, see, we're walking away from that. 8 of Cups. Moving on to things that better serve us. Tell me more of this chaos magic going on, please. Again, what did I say? Queen of Swords, reverse. This is somebody, either a feminine energy or someone of that like, who word minces. Very manipulative. Uses heavy spell work in the things that they say. And the things that their words are carefully, what's this? Yes, 8 of Swords, keeping your head, victim mentality, keeping you confused. This is definitely a feminine energy that you could be dealing with or know someone dealing with that uses their words to manipulate people into doing their bidding and what they want them to do. Tell me more about this feminine energy doing spell work, please. Hold on one second. This feminine is something to do with the 2 of Wands and making plans. Whether they're making plans or you are, or someone you know is. Justice in reverse. Oh, hello. Sun. Definitely trying to prevent endings here. It's like I'm getting the image of, like, as I was talking about, like timelines and stuff. Getting the image of these timelines, when timelines, and you pick what vibration you want to be on, you vibrate at that vibration, obviously, we know that. And as you do so, you open up a whole new slew of different timelines that are at your fingertips because you put up what you want into the ethers and it comes down, as above, so below, just like the magician. The magician. And as you do so, you open up all the possibilities before you. But as you do that, behind you, everything collapses. And I know you're thinking probably like, oh, well, that makes sense. The past is the past. But you don't understand that we are all on different timelines. We're all at different points in timelines. Some of us are on the same timeline, but we're not at the same point in timelines because energy is fluid. So if you are opening up a slew of possibilities and making plans for happiness because that's what you truly want, this is not sitting well with others. As you open up more timelines and possibilities for yourself, you collapse them also for karmics. Because the plans that they're trying to make to move you into the timeline that they're on, that they want, what they think their reality is, it's no longer your reality. So that timeline no longer exists for you. They're trying to bring justice to something, the case is already closed. The case is already closed. That doesn't exist anymore. Tell me more about this. How are they doing this magic? Whoa. Ooh, that flipped around. I'm not sure which way, but that's probably a sign. 4 of Cups. I don't know if it was upright or reversed, but if you look, this 4 of Cups, sorry, the shine. This 4 of Cups, this is upright. This looks like more, instead of a card of rejection in this to me, of acceptance, like letting go of, again, things that maybe weren't the best for you. Like she looks like she's about to ready to pour her cup into something else. Now, if you look at it, she has like this serene look on her face. And then if you look at it in reverse, it's all cracked. It's like this is unable to let go. This is clenching and holding on to something that is dead, that is no longer working or reviable. Or viable, excuse me. Reviable or viable. Tell me more about this, Spirit. High Priestess reverse, 5 of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, this is somebody who's definitely feeling left out in the cold. I'm going to shuffle these again. Left out in the cold, doing dark spell work, who is in their death throes. Here, I'm going to put these aside and I'm going to move on to this deck. Okay. So, why? I want to know why they're still in the thought form of that this is going to work. Like, why? I want to know more about the timeline they're on and why they're feeling that timeline is viable still. Why are the karmics feeling this timeline's viable still? Six of Swords, the world. Knew the world was going to come up with the wheel too. It's going to show up. They don't want this close, this ending to come. Well, we know that, Spirit. Can we see a little more, please, about why they don't want this to end out? Eight of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Knight of Cups. Nine of Cups. I'm getting, instead of wish fulfillment from the Nine of Cups, I'm really getting the greed and gluttony side of it. Is because they were spoiled. They've lived, this has worked so much for them in the past, the way they do things and operate on a molecular and cellular and thought level, that they don't want to give up the idea. Knight of Cups, what's under Knight of Cups? Five of Swords. They don't want to give up the idea that they have to let go of this love, this thought, this thing that they I feel like they just like fighting. Blech. I don't like that. I hate people that just, I don't hate people. I hate that some people feel like life is causing chaos and conflict. You know those people that literally, they're not happy if they're not causing problems? That kind of person. Those are the kind of people that's like, I need my peace, man. I need my peace. So, why are they feeling this way? Why are they feeling that life is just chaos and conflict? Eight of Pentacles and Devil. Because they work with lower vibrational entities. Because it's under the Devil. King of Wands. It's under Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Cups again. Because, like I said, this stuff has worked for them in the past. They don't know any other way of operating. I don't even think they're consciously aware of this. Spirit, are they consciously aware of what they're doing when they do? There's the wheel. Wheel of Fortune. Ten of Cups. Knight of Wands. Judgment. The Devil. I'm going to clarify this more with my tarot fall positions. Let's do this. What kind of lower vibrational things have they been dabbling in? I don't really always like tapping into stuff like this, but I really been heavily getting that this is stuff we need to think about, because if we're not aware of this, we can't take the proper measures to protect ourselves from it, because it's behind us. We don't see it. You're not going to see something sneaking up on you unless you go and turn your head and physically look at it, or spiritually look at it. And if you don't look at it, you don't know how big it is, what size it is, where it's coming from, what direction it's approaching you. We need to be aware of our surroundings. That's a very specific message too. Someone needs to be very aware of their surroundings when they're alone and they're out and about. Because I'm seeing like someone trying to get into your car when you get in your car. You know, like those horror stories of like parking lots. Those parking lots, and like you get off work, I don't know if you work late or something like that, or there's not many people on your shift when you leave. Be aware of your surroundings and who is around you at all times right now, because there are people around you that do not have good intentions for you. Okay, tell me about this Judgment and the Devil, please. Five of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. That's Five of Wands in reverse. Yeah, again, trying to cause conflict, trying to take something that's yours. Or they, tell me, clarify the Ace of Pentacles. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles. Spirit's telling me that's not what I need to clarify. Alright, I'll move on from that. I already know. We already know. They're chaos magic to take a new beginning. Something that's meant to be yours. Your new timeline. Spirit's saying don't clarify that. What's the wheel? Thank you. Again, Knight of Cups in reverse. High Priestess in reverse. Doing dark magic. Again, to prevent an offer of love. Or even if it's not an offer of love, it, like I said, it's just timeline stealing. Timeline stealing. Holy crap. How else are they doing timeline stealing, Spirit? This one poked me. Again, Page of Swords. They're spying. What exactly are they spying on? Tell me more, please. Get some more information. Woo. Wow. Okay. So my rhyolite knocked over right when I did that. And 2 cards came out. The Hierophant in reverse again. And the Lovers. Yeah, if you are not in a relationship with this person, your specific person, and they're with a karmic party or a third party, it doesn't have to be romantically involved. These could be jealous friends, but I'm really heavily picking up somebody's trying desperately to cling on to some sort. It's not even a foundation, it's crumbled. It's just like someone picking you through the ruins of their life to be like, oh, but it's okay, we still have a house, and the person's walking away like, no, we don't have a house, and you're the one who freaking blew the house up. Ace of Swords, the truth. Yep. And now they're desperately, 8 of Wands, trying to run and get away. Possibly sending a message. Your specific person sending a message. Who's this? Thank you. Spirit saying don't ask that yet. Again, wheel in reverse. There's the wheel again. Knight of Pentacles. Karmic's trying to prevent a long-term stable offer coming towards you. No, no. Spirit's saying that's the message they're trying to prevent. They're trying to prevent your person from bringing you this message. Okay. How are they trying to prevent this person from bringing this message, Spirit? Empress in reverse. The World in reverse. 9 of Wands reverse. Patience. Again, death throes. They're just dragging it out. It's like dragging something that's dead already through the mud. Okay, well this is all very interesting, but I'm still not getting any closer to what else kind of magic that they're doing. Love spell. I just pulled it open again to the Lovers. Love spells. Love spells. Other people have been saying this too. Karmics that used to not dabble in magic and actual magic with like candles and stuff, they're starting to do that now because they think that you do that sort of thing, whether you do it or not, and they think, oh, well, it works for you, so it should work for me. Why isn't it working for me? And they're doing it because what they've done before doesn't work anymore. And so they're like freaking the frick out and going crazy, not sure what direction to go to. So they're trying to copycat energy off of you, but I'm hearing clearly what makes you you and what works for you doesn't work for anybody else in this world. Nobody else. And you don't do it the same way every time either. It's like you have this brand of magic running through your veins that literally shapeshifts into what you need it to be at the exact moment you need it to be. It's very interesting. Okay. I'll go back to my downloads real quick. So I wrote this morning too that I was feeling they're also going to be sending big players from your past to try it, throw a cog in your well-oiled wheel. The problem is based off of past version of you. Alternate timeline will not work. I already said that. And then I was channeling Also, again, karmics are using readers and moon cycles to manipulate the timelines. Like I was just saying, they see or have picked up, whether it's through readings, observation, posts online, or intuitively, because just because people are karmics doesn't mean they're not intuitive. There's lots of people who are heavily psychic, heavily like really tapped in, but they're tapped into a lower vibrational energy. And see, people don't realize the thing about those lower vibrational energies. Sometimes, yeah, they'll get done what you need them to done, but it's at a price and it will backfire eventually. That stuff does not work forever, and there's a heavy cost to it. You may not see that cost and that karma right away, but you will, because as we're seeing right now, as Pisces season's wrapping up, and we just moved for the first time in 30 years, Saturn into Pisces for the next 3 years. Yes, good time for us. They're seeing that, like I said, what they've done before in the past is not going to work anymore. And because they didn't do the inner work and the shadow work, healing themselves, and they just chose to get things done in a manipulative way and tap into lower vibrational energies to get their dirty work done, and that isn't working anymore, it's because the wheel's turning. Us who have been constantly put down and maybe you've been kicked in the mud so much despite being a good person, we're turning and the wheel is going towards the top. Those who have gotten away with lots of BS, they're starting to go whoop towards the bottom, and they've never experienced this before, and they absolutely despise it. It is bothering the hell out of them. That's why they're cranking down on this energy and this negativity and this spell work. It's because they've never encountered a timeline like this before. Excuse me. They've never encountered a timeline like this before. Probably some of them, depending on how old you are, in their life ever. I really feel this has, my nose is itchy, I know I'm right, a lot to do with Saturn and Pisces season and moving into the new zodiac year in Aries again, being the first sign of the zodiac. If you're Aries, there's going to be some major big changes for you, like good changes too. But even if you have Aries anywhere in your chart, that's really, really important. Interesting. Also Pisces in the chart too and stuff like that. It could really for any sign, but I feel especially those with Aries and Pisces placements, this is going to be a phenomenal couple of years coming up, especially if you've done the work and gotten things done. I think I'm going to pick some Beyond Lemuria Oracle cards to see what us as a collective should work on. Because I think at this point, we're well aware of the black magic and the word spell work and the manipulation tactics. It's like they all have the same handbook, right? Like, I've repeatedly wondered, do all narcissists go to the same school? Because they all have the same tactics, the same ploys, the same methods of delivery. And once you get and elevate to a point and you see right through that and you get the confidence to call that BS out, it's like, oh, yay, another day, another dollar. You know, you just don't. It doesn't affect you the way it used to. You don't have that anxiety really anymore. You, as somebody very gently put it, you detach from the outcome of what's going to happen, whether it's in a situation or with a person. I really feel like if split my deck, 3 of Cups, party, 3 of Pentacles, Tower. Yeah, what this, I got 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, Tower. What this third party, whoever it may be, or them, is working on is, and they're going to end up in the 9 of Swords. Yeah, where they wanted you, they're going to end up. They have a tower coming, and this tower, I've been picking up, and I know others are too, we're literally at the very precipice of that tower. It's like the calm before the storm, But it's not even the calm before the storm. I was getting the image of, you know how like dogs and cats and animals sometimes go crazy right before an earthquake hits and they sense it? We're those dogs and cats and animals. We can sense right before the earthquake. And it's like it gives us time to batten down the hatches and prepare a little bit, you know. So I am going to pull a couple oracle cards from Beyond Lemuria of what the collective needs to work on. I might read out of my book on it. Depends. What does the collective need to work on at this time, Spirit, please? What does the collective need to work on at this time? Or what do they need to be aware of? I'm going to be taking a split on the right. Third eye chakra. Again, as I was saying, we need to be aware of our surroundings. Isn't those beautiful cards? We need to be aware of our surroundings and really trusting our intuition right now. Heavily trust your own intuition. You could get a million readings done. You could listen to a million different tarot readers, do all kinds of like things. But if you don't, at the end of the day, trust your own gut instinct and your intuition and what your gut is telling you, all those are for nothing. Tarot is not a definitive thing. It's how we connect to something outside ourselves, and some people are more tapped in than others. But we all have our own intuition, and your own intuition is specifically tailored to who and what you are, and you need to listen to that first. So go ahead, listen to tarot readings if it gives you peace and comfort and gives you some awareness of what's going on. But by all means, please, please, please trust your own gut and your own instinct first. Third eye chakra. Let's see, what else should the collective be working on right now? Balanced forces. I'm being called to read that one. Read balanced forces. Number 19 could be significant. Number 8 could be significant. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. Completion. Again, endings. I see what this is saying. Let's see if you pick up what I'm saying here. Balanced forces. Yin and yang, productive flow, masculine and feminine energy, the balanced duality. Patriarchal paradigm being rebalanced. Equality, balance and perspective. Just think right there. Timeline shifting. Things becoming more balanced and stable. I digress. This card invites you to look at masculine and feminine energy from a more balanced perspective. Is the situation at hand on the more masculine side of the spectrum? Can it be tempered with feminine energy? Vice versa. Would the addition of masculine energy bring balance? What needs to happen to form a more holistic and equalized foundation? Do you normally hold a position of one extreme? How might you balance this so you can experience a more optimized state of being, to bring more masculine drive and focus to a situation? For instance, if you have some upcoming due dates and you need to get into action mode. Focus on your goals, desires, and ambitions. If you want to engage more feminine energy for receptivity, that's funny. I saw gracious receptivity when I was shuffling. Trust, flow, and surrender. Consider all things you are grateful for already. Feel the warmth, gratitude, and comfort of knowing everything and divinely perfect just the way it is. I really feel like to have an optimal experience as human beings, we really need to have that balance of our yin and yang forces. Again, grounding, trusting your intuition. I really feel like Spirit is calling us as a collective right now to bring balance to both of our sides. because you don't need somebody else outside yourself to feel whole. If you don't feel whole and balanced within yourself first, you're not going to feel whole or balanced or have any sort of healthy relationship with anybody else. And I had to learn that the hard way. The last thing I wanted to touch on was something that had to do with what this new moon entails coming in, this new moon in Aries that's coming up at the beginning of Aries season entails. It's going to focus primarily on head, teeth, tongue, and arteries. You might be experiencing more headaches. You could be having dreams about your teeth falling out or have teeth and dental problems to be aware of. The tongue, speaking. Remember what I said about word mincing and people twisting narratives to try to fit things. Be aware of what people say. Sense with your third eye and your intuition the meaning behind what people say. Arteries, getting heart attacks. People close to you might have heart problems. You might have heart problems. You may have anxiety. Know that these things are going to pass and are going to change. This is just something that to be aware of. These things. These are ways that karmic forces might try to reach out in avenues they might try to reach out and attack you through. You might feel uncertain about things you're heading, like to the point where you might feel like you need to rush to make decisions or rush to solve problems, like in a time crunch. Don't. I'm getting heavily that you're not on the deadline that you think you are. You need to slow down and make decisions and choices at a comfy pace based on balancing in your intuition. My daughter distracted me.
Mommy, why did you
I know.
in the bathroom?
You need to make choices coming from a place of balance within you. Because when you're balanced and you are grounded and you feel secure in who and what you are and where you're existing and what your timeline and your reality is, and you are very, very clear on that, then you come from a place where you make positive and good choices. I hope you guys all have a great day.